A very warm and pleasant good morning to all my dear students. I hope you all are ready for your English class. Students, in the previous class, we had completed two chapters from the literature, The Wrong House, and second one is the poem, The Ant in the Cricket. And today we are going to start a new chapter from the grammar, which is very, very, very important. Any guesses? Okay, let me give you hint that verbs tell you about the time of action when it has happened. It has it is of three types, and further each type is divided into four types. Basically, it tells you when the action has been done. Either you have done the action today, either you have done the action in yesterday, or you will do tomorrow. Any guesses? Yes, today we are going to start tenses. So be ready. Today there is no need to keep books along with you. Just listen to me very carefully and understand the concept of tenses, as it will help you in communication and also helps you to improve yourself in writing part. So I'm giving you 2 minutes. Get ready. So let's start tenses. What are tenses? What is the meaning of tense? Tenses are the form taken by a verb to show the time of an action or the state of an event. As I told you, these are the form of a verb which tells you about the time of action, that when the action has been performed, either today, yesterday, or tomorrow. So there are three type of tenses: present tense, past tense, and future tense. Each of the three tenses has four forms, or you can say subdivision, to show the continuity of the action and time. Now, action is represented with respect to time. Action is related to time actually, because it is the time which is going to tell you when the action has been performed. First is simple present tense. Second is the subdivision is as follows: simple present, simple past, and simple future tense. Present continuous, past continuous, and future continuous. Present perfect, past perfect, and future perfect. Present perfect continuous, past perfect continuous, and future perfect continuous. So let's discuss each tense individually and sentence structure for each sentence, each tense. But before starting the tenses, you should know forms of verb. First form of the verb, second form of the verb, third form of the verb. First form is the base form, second form is the past form, third is the past participle form, SES form, and ing form of the verb. As I told you, form of verb will tell you when the action has been done. So it is very important to know the forms, different forms of the verb, and when to use these forms in respective tenses individually. Let's take an example of verb play and go. Play and go is the first form of the verb, as I told you, base form of the verb. In the past form, it will be written as played and go will be written as went. In the third form, that is the past participle form, play will become played, and go will become gone. And S or ES form, in that form, how will you write play will become plays and go will become goes? ING form, play will become playing and go will become going. So these are the different forms of the verb which we are going to use in different tenses individually, and that is what we have to study about different types of tenses, that is present, past and future. Now let's see simple present tense. It expresses a general truth. Present tense means when the action has been done in the present time. Okay, it expresses a general truth or an action that is occurring now. Basically, it's tell you about the universal truth, or it will tell you that when the action has been done, the action has done right now. Okay, so that is present tense. Okay, second is it expresses an action that occurs regularly. Suppose I read newspaper daily. So this is the action which I used to perform daily on the regular basis. So for that we use simple present tense. I hope it is clear to you. Simple present tense is that tense which tells you that the action has been performed right now. Second, it tells you about the universal truth. Universal truth is always expressed in simple present tense. Third, when the action has been done on regular basis, then also we use simple present tense. For example, if you see the universal truth, the sun rises from the east. This is a universal truth. We cannot change this fact. So, these type of facts always represent in simple present tense. Got it? And if I'm talking about an action that happens in on regular basis, that is she goes to school regularly. She goes to school regularly. So these are the situations where we are going to use simple present tense. Okay, now the sentence structure for simple present tense is, as you know, sentence is divided into two parts. First is subject and second one is predicate. Subject and predicate. Predicate consists of a verb and rest of the sentence, that is the object. Right, now verb is telling you, by observing the verb only we are able to understand when the action has been done. Got it? When the action has been done. So here you can see subject plus first form of the verb plus object. This is the sentence structure for simple present tense. I hope it is clear to everyone. First form of the verb is base form of the verb. But for the second third person, that is he, she, it, we will use we will add s or es to the verb. We will add s or es to the verb. If the subject is singular, we are going to add s or es, as the third person is he, she, it. Or if it is Ram, if it is Neha, that means singular subject is there, we are going to add s or es to the first form of the verb that we had already discussed in the different forms of verb. So I hope simple present tense is clear to all. Coming to the second type, that is present continuous tense. But before present continuous tense, I would like to tell you about affirmative But before present continuous tense, I would like to tell you about affirmative, negative, and interrogative sentence. Affirmative sentence is the sentence normally we write in. Normally, the sentence is there when it is stating the fact, that is an affirmative sentence. Right? You have done type of sentences. So, when the sentence states some facts or states some statements, that is the affirmative sentence, like they play. Got it? Now, here, as I discussed simple present tense with you, in simple tenses, we are not having the helping verbs. Verbs are of two types basically, helping verb and main verb. Helping verb, you all know, is, am, are, was, were, has, have, and had. Okay, and main verb is the action that is performed, right, and which is telling you when the action has been done. Different forms of verb, it is basically telling us that when the action has been performed. Now here you can see affirmative sentence is they play. Now here no helping verb is there, and here the use of do and does come. Use of do and does, which we use for present tense if we want to make the sentence negative and interrogative. Now, here you can see if the subject is singular, we use does, and if the subject is plural, we use do. So, here if we want to make it negative, how will you write they do not play? By adding not, we can make the sentence negative. Okay, but here there is no helping verb. They play is there. Now we will see the subject they. They is a plural, and with the plural subject we use do. And with the singular subject we use does. And by adding not, we will make it negative. So it will be written as they do not play. Okay, now if you see the interrogative sentence, how will you write interrogative? You will take the helping verb first. Do is the helping verb here. Do they play? Do they play? So this is the interrogative form. I hope it is clear to everyone. This is when we are not having the helping verb, then use of do and does comes into the role. If it is, the sentence will be she likes chocolate, how will you convert it into the negative and interrogative form? She likes chocolate. She does not like chocolate. The rule says likes is in the present tense. So for the present tense, we will use do and does. She is the single person, so we use does. She does not. We have to make the sentence negative, so we will write she does not. Likes will become like. As when we convert the affirmative sentence into negative form, the verb will be written in the first form. She does not like chocolates. Okay, and if you want to write in the interrogative form, how will you write? Does she like chocolate? Coming to the next type, present continuous tense. Present continuous tense expresses an action which is happening at the time of speaking. Suppose right now I am delivering lecture to you, so that is I am doing that task right now. So in that case, when the action is actually happening at that time of speaking, that is present continuous tense, especially in the present continuous tense. And the sentence structure for this type of tense is subject plus helping verb is, am, are, form of be you can say, plus first form of the verb with ing plus object. Clear everyone? If the subject is singular, we use is. If the subject is plural, we use are. And if the subject is I is the exception here. We use am with I. I hope it is clear to everyone. So, present continuous states an action which is performed at the time of speaking, which is actually happening right now. Got it? So, let's move on to the other part. Here also you have to make the present continuous sentence into negative and interrogative form. Now here it is very simple because helping verbs is there. So whenever helping verb is there, you simply add not to make the affirmative sentence negative. Like you are playing, they are playing will be written as you are not playing, they are not playing. An interrogative form will be written as are you playing with a question mark. Okay, now if the sentence is she is reading a book, if we want to make it negative, she is not reading a book. Is she reading a book? Like this, you have to make sentences negative and interrogative. Next type is present perfect tense. Present perfect tense denote an action that started in the past but has just been completed. The action which that was started in the past but just completed. I hope it is clear. So the sentence structure for this present perfect tense is that here we are going to use third form of the verb like subject plus has or have plus third form of the verb plus object. Has we are going to use with singular subject and have we will use with the plural subject. Or as I told you, present perfect tense tells you about the action that started in the past and it has just completed now. For example, I'll say, I have finished to writing 20 pages so far. Example is I have finished writing 20 pages so far this morning. That I was the action that has started in the past was that I was writing 20 pages. I have finished 20 writing 20 pages so far this morning. The action I had started yesterday but it has completed today in the morning. I hope present perfect tense is clear. The action which started in the past but has completed just now. Related to that, you have to do exercise 1, 2 and 3. Whatever I taught today. Is it clear to everyone? Now coming to the fourth type of present tense, that is present perfect continuous tense. Present perfect continuous tense is used when an action that started in the past is still going on before another action started. See the difference. Present perfect continuous tense. It is used when the action that has started in the past but it is still going on. In that case, we will use present perfect continuous tense. Now here continuous is there, so here we are going to use ing form with the first form of the verb. See, subject plus has and have is there. We are going to add been plus first form of the verb plus ing and then the object. I hope rules for all these four type of tenses are clear to you. Now let's quickly recap what we have studied today. We studied today present tense, all the four forms of present tense. Present tense tells you the action which is done today or at the present time, which tells you about the universal fact or regular actions that are performed regularly on the daily basis. For that, I told you the sentence structure. Sentence structure for simple present tense is subject plus first form of the verb plus object. As I told you earlier, there are three forms of the verb: first form, second form, and third form. First form is used for simple present tense. Second form is for the past tense, and third form is for the perfect tenses. We use third form in the perfect tenses. Got it? Then we studied present continuous tense, the action which is going on, the action which is performing right now, that is, in that case we use present continuous tense. And the sentence structure for present continuous tense is subject plus helping verb plus helping verb is am are forms of be, okay, plus first form of the verb ing plus object. We are going to add ing. Wherever continuous is there, we are going to add ing to the first form of the verb. And second thing you need to remember that in the continuous tense, we are going to use helping verb. For the present continuous tense, we use forms of be, that is, am, are. Is for the singular subject, am is used with I, and are is used for plural. Then we discussed present perfect tense. It expresses an action that started in the past but completed just now. It has been completed just now, and the sentence structure we discussed for present perfect tense is subject plus has or have plus perfect form. In the perfect tenses, I told you we use third form of the verb plus object. Got it? And then has is for the singular subject and have is for the plural. Then we discussed present perfect continuous tense. Present perfect continuous tense expresses, it is used and it expresses an action that started in the past but still going on. And sentence structure for this type of tense is subject plus has have plus being plus first form of the verb plus ing plus object. I hope these four forms of present tense is clear to you, and your chapter 15 is related to that only. It is as simple as that. I had explained you in short but the important part. So you have to do exercise 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 in your book itself. Try to do on your own based on your understanding. If still any doubt, you're free to ask anytime. Thank you and have a nice day.